That's what I didn't have last time. So we got the power hooked up here, right here. This is the feed that goes to the PA system in the building. So there's 3 or 4 zones. This is what feeds out of this board into the PA. And then I've got my audio here. This is our Wi-Fi unit, so I can mix on the iPad. And then need my mini to quarters here, so I can get my playback out of my laptop or iPad, whatever I decide to use, into this guy. That's all I need in the back of there. I might bring a handheld mic up here, but most likely not. Put these back in my backpack so I do not leave them here. Nope, because then I'll forget to get my wires. Leave it there. Gotta take care of yourself. Looks like I need to turn the mixer on. All right, cool. That's powering up. You can see that it's powering up right there. So now I've got to get my laptop out so I can get sound into the system. And also I'll connect, I don't have USB, so I won't be connecting to it, but I will be using my laptop for playback tonight on Spotify. They've got a playlist that's just the one that we use here. And so I'll connect to the Wi-Fi of the building, not like the internet Wi-Fi, not the one here. And that way I can get my Spotify to their playlist. And then I'm just hooking this right out of the headphone jack of my laptop. And remind myself that I plug it into 23 and 24 because I did not have it last time. I mean, that's really about all I can do up here, except for getting my iPad onto the network while the laptop's booting up. Making my notes here. I'll have it in my text. I'll have a notes file that I have for every venue and every band I work for, so I'm putting this Wi-Fi information into my Warren's notes file. I used this iPad last time, so it should be on the network pretty easily, but I'm gonna check it anyway. Hopefully I charge this iPad. If not, we're gonna charge it up now. Go ahead and get that charger out just in case. 39%. Cool, that'll get me going, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it charge a little bit. It's got a charger on the right here on the power conditioner, but it doesn't go as fast as this block, so I'm gonna use the block. Well, I go ahead and get connected to the Wi-Fi. And it's already connected to the Wi-Fi, so we're good. It's telling me Wi-Fi yes, internet no, which is all good. That's how we're expecting it to be. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my scene from the previous show, because that's the closest I can get to the way I like things to be, is pulling up my previous show, because I don't have a starting scene at this venue, but I got everything set up the way I wanted with the last gig, so it'll be pretty plug and play, because this is just a basic 4-piece band. So I'm gonna go to my scenes. I know you can't see what I'm hitting here, but I'm gonna pull up my scenes and go from there. So I pull up the one I want, I go load and confirm, and then I'll pull up my mixing station over here, and this should connect. Nope, there it goes. Just took it a second. There, I found it. You can see, because I already have my stuff already set up. You can see here, it's already seeing it, and I've got mixing station pulled up. Now I just gotta do some manual calculations and look at my channels. I am very manual on this, especially when I'm still working on getting my main scene set up. And so I work out of a notebook, and I'll do something like this in my notebook where you can see like channels, inputs, outputs, boxes, that kind of stuff, so that I can make sure I know what's what. So I just flip through my actual channels to remind myself what I did, and it gets me closer and closer to having a start scene here that whenever I can save it here at the start scene instead of my previous gig. Because I need to know what to plug into in the box over there. And I'm not going to get too cute with it tonight because I have less channels tonight than I did last time. And so I'm just going one for one. What's here matches the box to make it easy. Easy setup tonight. 7 channels of drums, bass guitar, electric guitar, acoustic, 2 vocals. Nice and easy. Kick, snare, hat, tom 1, tom 2, single overhead, bass, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, vocal 1, vocal 2. Until then, I'm just going to map that to the channels I already have set up from last gig. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they've got them turned off here, so I got to look at the actual patches. So my channels will be different than my snake box. So my snake box, and then of course on this board, they call them sources and channels. So my sources are going to be 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, 3, 5, 9, 2, 3, 9, 5, 6, 2, 3, 9, 5, 6, 10, because there's not a tom 3. And then I've got 12, 13, and I've got an acoustic gonna go in 21, and then I got vocals in 27 and 28. So I'm just looking at how they're patched on here, so you can see this is how I make my notes, so I know what to patch over there. And then I need to go check my outputs. That's gonna be outs over there. 1 is the stage right or left hand monitor. We'll call it monitor 1. 2 is gonna be monitor 2. 3 is gonna be monitor 3. 4 is gonna be the drum wedge. That's it for monitors today. And then, so I won't use anything else there until I get to Matrix 1 is gonna be a stereo, but these are buses. And then Matrix is actually coming out of the back of here. That's what feeds the house. And then I've got, that's local outs, by the way. That's this thing. I'm not using any of those, actually. I'm only using the Matrix, which is coming out of 7 and 8. So I'm plugged in over here. I got to make sure it comes out of 7 and 8 on the outputs. Actually, it's a little bit different. 6 and 7, there's actually a front panel on this. So the way it's patched right now is not actually how it's being used. But the only one I care about is number 8. So I'm just going to write 8. That's out. 8 is Matrix 1, which feeds the house. And then I can go to my AES out. And it's not showing me anything yet. Oh, there we go. So that was the one we talked about. That's my box on the stage. That's my monitors. And then I need to focus on what are going to feed my mains and my subs. So 15 and 16 are my main outs. That's left and right. 14 is my subs. And that's fed off of the center channel, the main mono channel. So we just assign that or don't assign it. And then I'm not using the other one. So so on the box, we're using 1 through 6, and then 14, 15, 16. Today, we're just using 1 through 4. Go back to my inputs to make sure that I got that right, because I'm not using that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna repatch the acoustic over here. Gotta unlock it first. So now we've remapped that to the acoustic. So that goes to 10, 11, and 12. So it's a 12 channel night. I just gotta make sure everything after 12 is muted and not feeding any groups, because they've got some pre-patched stuff because I didn't clean it up first. Because that's all repatched. If I wanted to, I could repatch Tom 3 out of there, but it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it in there. No reason to worry about it at this point. And then I'm gonna go back to my library, go ahead and save my scene. I'm gonna say save. I'm gonna give it a name, Jane, Kendi, full band, save. So now I've got this scene in there and it's already loaded. So I'm ready to go get my stage box all set up. Let's get some, well, I can't get sound until I turn the PA on. So next up is the stage box, but I need to get this guy on the inside Wi-Fi. Might already be connected. I've used it before. Let's see. See if I have. I do not. I'll have to ask him, hey, comma, what is the staff or guest Wi-Fi, so I can get my Spotify out here. So I need to connect to their staff or guest Wi-Fi. All right, I'm gonna turn this screen off. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video while I wait on that text, and then we'll go get the stage box out. Okay, we'll see how this angle does. So this is an old speaker, and we're gonna use it for stage box stand. Got to get these wedges out of the way. Looks like somebody brought us a little table, but I like to work up a little higher, so I'm still going to use this guy for the stage box. So it's out of the way. We'll see what's in box number 1. Okay, stage box, mic box. Mic box, good. Hello? Okay, stage box. Let's figure out where the front is. The heavy part is the front. All right, that's the front of stage box. So on the back, I got to hook up my main lines and the Cat 5 cable and the power. Here's the Cat 5. Got to make sure it clicks in really good or it won't make a good connection. That goes into my AES-8. Sometimes I take the metal thing off if it's not clicking good, but we'll give it a shot first. And then I've got a plug right down here I'm going to hit. Actually, that's going kind of short, so we're going to use this one. Don't feel like dragging out power strip just to plug this in. Just kind of irritates me. All right, cool. So again, I've got my notebook. Okay, outputs. They live right here. That says sub. These two are the mains. That looks like an R. We'll give it a shot. That looks like an L. So that gets us started. And then I got power plugged in. I've got Cat 5 plugged in. I've got the actual power plugged into this power strip. I'll turn this guy on first, and then I'll turn the speakers on. And the speakers, I've got to go up here and plug them in, and I can't get that on camera. because I just about have to fall off the stage because I'm about this much too short to reach them. So I don't know if I can get a good angle on that or not. We'll see. All right, we'll see if that angle works. Hope I don't fall, and neither does the phone. Dangerous of the job. All right, I got that one. But it up there, you're just gonna have to be okay not seeing that one. Okay, so theoretically, we're ready to make noise. Let's go see if it works. It's all plugged in. Okay, let's see if we can get some sound. I got the password. Let's see, I need a charger for my laptop. That'll die so fast out here in the heat. Well, today might be the day that I don't have it. Let's see. Well, that's exciting. I may be playing music from something else then. I don't think I have my laptop charger. How exciting is that? Oh, that's irritating. That means I probably left it at work. All right, well, we'll run it as long as it'll run. For now, it'll get us some sound. I mean, technically, I can shut the lid every time I don't need the music anymore, and we'll be good to go. Save my notes, got that password. Cool. Got internet, get Spotify up here. So I need to patch that now that I see it's not patched. And I plugged into 2324, got that patched to 8, 16, 24, 32, 48. Got it patched off. A3 is what they have it patched to. So I got to make sure the routing on that is good. I know that's going good. I need sends. Okay, should get subs. Okay, let's see if we get something. Everything should be on. Double check the speakers. Oh, and I got to get the subs turned on too. All right, all the speakers are turned on. Let's see if we can make some noise. I've got a specific playlist. Looks like they may have changed the name of it. I love when stuff works.